My name is Rochelle, and today we will be going over some goals I have for the new year. Now, to start, before I really get started with my goals, I got a couple of things to help me through this new year, and so I'm going to show them to you because I think they're pretty. So this is my new 2020 planner. This I'm going to actually bring up a couple of times today, but I got this at Ross for $7, so I'm okay with that. It's kind of cute. I think it's cute. It starts in January and goes all the way through December. I struggle really hard with planners that start mid-year, and like I get the point of them, like if you start your planner in the middle of the year, but I really wanted to start it at the beginning of the year because it makes my life easier. And then I also my husband got me this big old bag full of pretty pens. So in here I have glitter pens, metallic pens, and neon pens, and they all came in the same pack, and that is going to be really helpful with everything that I have planned for the new year as well. So I decided that I really needed to buckle down and plan out my new year as much as I could because, as you guys know, I have a 2-year-old daughter at home. So that makes things difficult as it is because she takes up a lot of my time, and that as it should be. She should be the most important thing in my life, and she is. So there's that. Also, today is January 10th, I believe. And on January 14th, so in 4 days, I am going back to school. Hopefully, fingers crossed. We still have a couple of things to figure out with that. But for the childcare mostly. But for the most part, I should be going back to school then. So with that in mind, as well as having everything else, I need to make sure that my time is scheduled how it needs to be for me to be able to do all the things that I need to do, which includes getting my writing goals down for the coming year. So I have these in a specific order, and I think I'm gonna kind of juggle them a little bit. I might actually just go, I don't know. Okay, so the first one is publish a new book each quarter. So currently I have one novel out. It is a standalone that I wrote last March. So I published it last March. So it has been, or last February, I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it was March. I think it was March 8th. But it's been almost a year since I published that book, and I feel like I need to get a little bit more done this coming year. So with that, I think I want to publish 4 books total this year, at least. If I do more than that, great. If not, okay. But I would like to at least get 4 done. This next goal could possibly be little to some of you, but to me, with having my child at home and going back to school and all of these fun things that I didn't have to do before, it is something that's going to hopefully I'm going to be able to do. And this one is one that might vary because I might end up bumping it up. We'll see how that goes when we get there. But I would like to get at least 300,000 words written this year. So in this next goal, I kind of have laid it out a little bit more, but I'm going to skip down to the number 4 first because I didn't think about this when I was writing them down. But so my next goal is for NaNoWriMos. So there's obviously NaNoWriMo, which is National Novel Writing Month in November. And then they do 2 Camp NaNoWriMos, one in April and one, I believe, let me look. I believe it's in July, but I don't remember off the top of my head. Yes, okay. So I have my little calendar here. So they have 1 April, July, and November. So if you look at this calendar, there's 1 each quarter, or there's 1 each in the second, third, and fourth quarters of the year. But there's not 1 in the first quarter of the year. So me, being me, have decided to make a 50,000 word goal in January, so that's this month, as well as April, July, and in November. Because if I do 4 NaNoWriMos. That puts me at 50,000 words each. That puts me at 200,000 words if I get all of them done. That meaning that I only have another 100,000 words to go for my writing goal of 300,000 words. Okay? So that makes sense. So with that, not including January, April, July, and November, because I'm going to be writing at least 50,000 words in those months, in order for me to hit that 300,000 word goal, I need to either write 500 words a day or 17,000 words a month. So just kind of depending. Like last night I wrote 2,000 words because I got excited and started a new book, and I probably shouldn't have done that, but I did anyway. But so in the long run, 500 words a day is not a lot. But there are going to be days that I don't write, or days that I struggle with the time to be able to write because I have homework and because I have a daughter and because blah, 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 blah. On and on and on. There are days. So, as of right now, that is my goal. Either 500 words a day or 1,700 words a month. Granted, if I get halfway through the year and I've met that 300 word goal, you best believe I'm going to put that 300,000 word goal up higher. Because if I'm not pushing myself, I'm not working hard enough. That's just how it goes. So, that is my thought process with that. So, I am doing 50,000 words this month, hopefully. I can't remember where I'm at this point because I have struggled keeping track. I have each day written down in here, but I have already missed a few days, which is crappy, but it is how it is. The first day I wrote almost 3,000 words. The second day I wrote 525 words. Third day I missed. Fourth day I wrote 572 words, and then I have slacked on keeping track since then, which is not good because that's 5 days ago, and yeah. But I believe it was on last Sunday, I was, instead of writing, I was working on some other things to do with my novel, or at least the one that I was working on that day, to kind of help set me up for the rest of the month. So I still count that as working on my novel, but I did not write that day, and I feel real bad because I'm just like 5 days into the new year and I've already kind of screwed that up, but that's okay. Like I said, I already knew that there was going to be days that I wasn't going to be able to write, and that was just one of them. And then my last goal, I think, is very, very important. This goal actually makes me really excited for more than one reason, but I'll explain some of that here in a minute, but is just to read more. I have been a bookworm since I was little teeny tiny. When I was in 3rd grade, I was reading on a 12th grade reading level. Like, I have always loved reading, and it's been something that has been a part of me for as long as I can remember. Now, like, I came home from kindergarten the first day of school, pissed off and not wanting to go back because they didn't teach me how to read. Like, I've always been a reader. That's just how it is. Now, recently, I believe it was for my birthday last year or something. I can't exactly remember what I got it for, but my sister bought me Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone Illustrated Edition. Now, granted, actually, I take it back. It's not even the Sorcerer's Stone. She got me the Philosopher's Stone, which is technically the UK version, and I am completely okay with that. Anyways, my daughter has recently found it. My daughter, who is 2, has recently found it. And every single night for the past month and a half, actually, I don't think it's been quite that long. I think it's been about a month. She has brought it to me and asked me to read to her. So we are like 45 pages from the end at this point, and she sits with me and listens to the whole entire thing, which makes my mama reading heart very happy. So, if me reading more isn't necessarily me reading something that I would like to read, me reading genre-specific books that I would like to read, if it involves me reading to my daughter, which apparently now is Harry Potter, and I am perfectly okay with that, then that works for me. My daughter was born on September 1st. Start of term in Harry Potter and the world of Harry Potter is September 1st. So, it only made my day that much better when she decided that she wanted to listen to Harry Potter, because I told my husband she was going to be a Harry Potter kid, and he didn't believe me. And now he has no choice. I win. Anyways, so those are my goals for the coming year. I am really excited to see what this new year brings. And I'm excited for you guys to go along with me and find, and as I endure this writing whirlwind of a trail. The other one that's not necessarily on here, because I don't know how much time I'm going to get, is to be able to get back into AuthorTube as much as I can. I'm not going to put out a specific schedule yet. I'm going to kind of wait until school starts and see how that goes, and see where I'm at once I have everything on my plate that I already have on my plate. So we'll take this one step at a time. But for now, you guys have a wonderful day, and I wish you guys all the best on your writing journey. Bye, guys.